If you're not in Haiti, if you're not involved in Haiti, you let somebody else, you let some other country build your country for you. And they will build for you what they think you deserve. And no one else can know better than you what you deserve.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Creole Narratives Podcast. I'm your host, Fadia Patterson. This space was created to amplify IET. I'm so glad that you can join us today. If you've been paying attention to Haiti, most likely most of the current events that you've been paying attention to have been focused on Port-au-Prince. So for this episode today, I wanted to highlight another region, which is Okap, which is where my mother was born and raised. And it's also a region that I also spent time in as a young child. Today, I want to welcome Bradley and Allendy, who are the founders of Sakapfet, Okap. This is a multimedia platform that highlights the city of Cap-Haïtien, its events, its attractions, its history. Thank you for joining me on the Creole Narratives Podcast. How are you guys today?
Great, actually, great. And we are so happy to join you on this journey. And we are happy to talk about what we are doing and what is Sakapfet Okap. And our people can definitely find another narrative about Haiti than the only thing that's happening in Port-au-Prince.
Yeah, we are definitely excited to share this moment, specifically this podcast episode with you, and to discuss about like Haitian, discuss about like the social life, to discuss about like this new narrative we are trying to put on for Haiti. So it's a real pleasure for us to share this Creole narrative podcast with you.
Right. Bradley and Allendy, you both are known now as ambassadors of Okap. How did that come about?
Well, first of all, it wasn't about Okap. It was about creating a business where we do what we love. And what we really love to do is creating social events. This is what we enjoy so far. This is what we started. This is what we are doing here in Okap. But when we started, we were working nearly 100 events a year, and nobody were talking about it. Even not the current media at the time. Nobody were paying attention to what we were doing here, especially because it wasn't at Port-au-Prince, since it's Okap and it's the countryside, and people were like under your, so we don't talk that much about the under your stuff. And when we had big event here, thousands of people are coming through. Nobody were talking about it, and no media pay attention to that. They were all focusing on Port-au-Prince. So we decided to create that platform to talk about what we are doing and what other people are doing here in Okap. And this is what the name, it's literally what the name says, what's happening in Okap, Sakapfet Okap. That's the name. And when we created that, we realized that, yes, we knew more about the city, the historical part, the tourism part, and we can share a little bit more than the cultural event, the social event that's what's happening here. So this is what created Sakapfet.
You mentioned that Okap has a different reality than what a lot of people are used to seeing when it comes to Haiti. Why do you think that is?
First of all, we definitely, people in Okap are definitely they are definitely built differently. So they got like a very, very different mindset from what we can see in other region of Haiti. And people in this community, they really want to live together. They put themselves together to face anything that can come across the community and that can like disturb it, and to change the narrative of peace they want to keep since decades in this community. Because people here, they are really care, not about money, but about respect and how you treat them. That's the most important thing that you have to know. The best value we got here, it's people are really focused on respect. Money is not a real value here, which is like the case for a lot of places on earth. It's not about like Haiti or Port-au-Prince. But here, if you're not making sure you respect people, you value the heritage, you respect the tradition, and you respect the code, you won't have any problem here. And if you don't respect all of those, you'll get through hell with people there. And if you heard so many times people saying that Cap-Haïtien was like people in the north, they are like difficult as person. They are like difficult to deal with, even though they are really open-minded. They are like, they are greeting you well every time you come, and all of those stuff. But if you want to live there, it's gonna be something completely different because you have to know the codes, the value of this community, and to make sure you spread them. If not, the entire community will stand up against you and you will feel it. And that's when people start saying the city is not really welcoming as they used to say to pretend it, and people maybe in Okap are very arrogant and stuff like that. But it's just the fact that you don't respect the rules, you don't respect the codes, you don't values the values. So when that happens, nobody will support you. And no matter which amount of money you can put on the table, no matter anything you could bring, nothing gonna surpass the fact that you don't respect the values of this community. And people there, they really want you to understand their reality and to fit into what the community is going through. If you're not able to do this, if you're not able to adapt yourself, you definitely have a hard time. But we have a lot of people that's ready to help you to help you go through everything and help you have a very, very, very good time here. That's why we, in fact, we create all of this to help people to get into the Carpathian region and all these values, historical places, and all those great things we got, and people want to attend, to experiment, to develop.
Even though there's a great distance between Port-au-Prince and Okap, do you still feel the pain and the anguish that your neighbors 6 hours away are feeling?
Well, let's not lie to people or by telling we are far from it, but we are deep inside in it at the same time. It's a strange feeling because you have to understand this is the same country. So at the end of the day, no matter what's happening in Port-au-Prince, have consequences in the north. And people are here, have family, they have friends. They used to be at Port-au-Prince. So for someone like me, I grew up in Port-au-Prince. So seeing the destruction, seeing all those things happening, yes, it's really have big consequences on people here. And definitely it have a big impact on the lifestyle. Those people have to keep living, keep building, keep smiling, keep dancing, keep singing, even though they know at the end of the day what's happening in Port-au-Prince, it's hard for all of us. And you just have to be human to understand this have a real impact.
Yeah. And Alan D, we talked a little bit about how much this organization is trying to give back to the community. In what ways are you all trying to do that?
We are involving in Leo. I'm not saying all sectors of the social life here in Carpathian and the North region, but we do work and collaborate with anyone that wants to do something positive for the community. We are in education, we are in humanitarian response and services. We are also helping with development strategy and communication, and we are also working with authorities, local authorities, to make sure they can develop some great strategies to keep safety in the community, to make sure people are staying connected together, and we do help them, and as far as which is like the most same part of our work. It's the one with about communication about the city, our tradition, our people, and what we are doing here. In fact, we are just making sure that we can put our little work on the construction of a better Haiti for everyone. Because, like we've been saying, that we choose to stay in Haiti, and if we choose to stay there, we have to make sure we create a place that we can stay and be proud of. Yes, I'm staying in Haiti and I'm living Okap, and there's nothing I have to fear about, and there's nothing I can say, hey, I would be better if I was in the States or if I was in France, in Europe, and wherever else. I'm here in Haiti and I'm good. And I can say, and I can attract other Haitian, other young with so many competencies and skill, and encourage them to stay in Haiti and to fight for the development of this country. Because at the end of the day, no one else will build up this country for us. And if the competences, if the minds, the brains are leaving the country for money reason, peace reason, and all of those reasons that can encourage someone to leave his country. But we are trying to make that possible to stay. if you're choosing to stay because we know it's hard and difficult, if you made that difficult choice, it's for sure we are going this specific space for that to encourage people to stay. I know things are hard and probably they can get harder, but there's a group of people, there's a of you. We're just like we are just planting hopes everywhere we can and to say, hey, we can do it one step at a time. There's no rush, no pressure, no anything. We can like make sure things get better. It's even if just for one Asian at a time. Mm-hmm. There's no rush on it. We just like step by step. There's no pressure. Just making sure we are doing the best we can for this community and for us as Asian.
Right. There's a lot of people. Go ahead, Bradley.
And we are really involved in the new library that we are opening with Sakapfet Okap, which is giving free access to books and to technology to youth here in Okap. We are helping with several little clubs that helping in debate, in art and craft. We are supporting the multiple local associations to make sure they have the basic needs. We are making sure that we, in our own office, we are having a staff of 20 people that can be helping in several different events. We are having a group of 100 young people that helping build social event here in Okap. So we are making sure that we have different actions that we can speak aloud to say that we are getting into that community and we want to stay here.
Wow, this is all amazing stuff that you all have been able to realize in just a few short years. But I'm sure you've had friends leave everything behind because they wanted to have more stability. What made you all be reassured about staying instead of leaving when you could have?
Well, Alan's been in the States and I've been in Paris. We travel a few places, but when people say there's nothing like home, for me, home is not only the house. It's a place where you can feel the soul of your ancestors, where you can understand the meaning of every detail, where you know how to react when something happens. When you travel the world, you understand that when you're not home, you don't know exactly how to react if something happens. You don't understand the little things that can happen to you. But here in Okap, I'm home. And this is better than anything else. Anything else that I can stay or build all around the world will never replace the feeling of doing the same here home. And, I was telling to myself, if all of us are leaving Haiti to build other people's countries, this is normal that we are having that type of country. Because the country that we are building here, it's the one that we are having here, actually. The country that we are having here is the one that we let people build for us.
Yeah.
Wow. So
by leaving the country, we're leaving space to let other people build the country for us.
Ooh, can you say that one more time? Say that one more time. I like what you just said.
Only you can build the Haiti that you want, the Haiti that your future kids deserve, is by being in Haiti, by helping for real, not from far, not by letting other people build your country for you. Because if you're not in Haiti, if you're not involved in Haiti, you let somebody else, you let some other country build your country for you. And they will build for you what they think you deserve. And no one else can know better than you what you deserve.
That's deep.
No one else can gonna give you what you deserve unless you work for it and you make it happen yourself. So you have the choice to say, I'm gonna give the space, leave the country, and let other people think about the future Haiti for me. The next generation gonna have what somebody else designed for them.
I want to talk about how your organization business has evolved with tourism and flight costs, and then also for people who want to visit Haiti, how can they do that? Let's talk about those 2 points. How has everything changed with tourism, especially this year with some major holidays, Flag Day? What did it look like this year in comparison to what it looked like in years before?
Well,
that's great.
I love to say that beside all the historical things that we are having here in Okap. Beside the beautiful houses all around the north, Okap is becoming the destination for events. The biggest event in Haiti are happening in Okap right now. Now, people have to understand that we own the flag days now. We own the flag weekend. And there's no debate on that. We know how to handle it, and we've been doing it for nearly a decade now. And the summer is definitely a local thing. People know that they have to come to Okap for the best event. But far from that high season, Okap is still welcoming. There's a few local businesses that are willing to help. They just need people's support to let them know which tour operator is here and how they can support. And especially if they don't know how, we are here to support. We are here to guide people, to make them choose the best hotel, the best places, the best parties, the best event, the best people to support them, the best car rental, the best everything to make sure that their experience they're having here in Okap, it's perfect.
I want to push people to your website. Your social media accounts are amazing, and it shows that you put a lot of effort into sharing a positive narrative about Haiti.
Yes, definitely. They can reach out to our Instagram, which is like Sakapfet. For example, there's no underscore, there's no thing, simply Sakapfet. But we do tours, we do accompany people, and we do help them if they got a project they want to implement here in Cap Haitian or any other region and the north of Haiti. So we are here to help them to implement any kind of things, as long as it's a positive project for the community. We are in campus and we'll do our best to make sure this project will help the community and everyone can benefit from it. And to talk quickly on the fact that the height of the prices of the flights, that impacts us a lot and compresses and security.
Since those flights are so expensive, not everybody can afford coming to Okap. Even if you are not spending a lot of money in Okap,
the city, but
regarding the high price of the ticket to come to Okap, it's something crazy.
Yeah, when it starts,
so this is what's really impacting. This is the only thing that is really impacting tourism here in Okap right now.
Yeah, because you have to understand we are a touristic city. Cap Haitian is a touristic city, though. So our main source of income, it's like tourism. It's people coming in and coming out of Haiti. So hotel, restaurant, they are like 80% of jobs in Cap Haitian always related to those institutions. So if there's no clients, so there's no way you can have like more waiters and more people working.
Yes. If hotels have to close, restaurants have to close, it's people here locally losing business. Because the big part of the income in Okap, it's really tourism related.
Yeah, cultural and tourism economy. So that's why we received and we have a lot of events, and also at the same time we have a lot of people coming to visit, because the Citadel, Sans-Souci, you got all of those beautiful beaches all over Labadie and so many other places. Yeah. So people come for so many reasons to get married. So we are also like a marriage destination right now.
Yeah, I love to say the best way to say I do, it's no cap.
It's no cap, definitely.
Yeah. So, and we'll have to understand at the same time, it's 180 event that we had last year in that little city. So it's meaning multiple party every weekend. This is what's happening here in Okap.
Just if you all could think about one word, each of you, that you'd like to leave with someone who hasn't considered traveling to Haiti, what would you like them to think about when it comes to Sakapfet Okap? Bradley?
Oh, I love to say we care. We really care about every detail. I am personally detail oriented as a Virgo, but I really pay attention to everything and make sure that people have the best experiences. So my world will be caring because I really care about what people are experimenting here in Okap.
Alan D?
I would like just to say that if you're here, just sure we're gonna treasure it.
Treasure, care, I love that.
welcome to Papation.
Yes, definitely. Welcome to Capation. Come enjoy with us. Don't miss the summer. It's gonna be crazy. We already have a lot of parties coming. And yes.
Well, Bradley and Alan D, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me on the Creole Narratives podcast. We'll share the link to your website for sure. And again, we look forward to this ongoing conversation, and keep up the amazing work, especially what you are both doing in the community, the local community.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being with you.